Hello, this is FurryMurry7, and this is one of my long-awaited Halo Wars videos. I've been meaning to do a video like this for a long time, years. But I'm finally getting around to it, and I've decided I'm gonna try doing it live commentary. This is live commentary right now. Usually, 99% of the way my videos work out is I do the recording first, and then after I record it, then that's when I do the voice commentary. But I've decided this time I'm doing live commentary. I don't usually do live commentary, but there are a few rare occasions when it seems like it's the preferred method. Like if you've watched any of my Dark Souls, my spellcasting guides, I have a beginner's sorcerer guide. I do live commentary in those videos as well. So, I'm gonna try it. Now, the thing about Halo Wars is you kind of have to concentrate, and I don't know how it's gonna affect my concentration to try to play the game and to do talking at the same time. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try to talk the whole time. The thing about me, when I really concentrate, I kind of be quiet. So I'm gonna try to talk the whole time. I don't know how it's gonna work out. And I don't know what game is gonna be. Lately, there's been a lot of Warthog rushers. So this might turn into a video on how to combat a Warthog rush. That's possible. But anyway, I wanted to talk about my strategy a little bit too. My playstyle. I like being the Brute Chieftain. Brute Chieftain is awesome. I like Covenant in general, mainly because of the ability to teleport units through the teleport pad. That is extremely valuable, and you need to make use of the teleport pad whenever you can. There's a quick fact about the teleport pad. Teleportation actually counts as one of the leader powers, and so if you've ever played as the UNSC, you know that the UNSC has this power called the Disruption Bomb. The Disruption Bomb nullifies all leader powers in the vicinity, and teleportation actually counts as one of the leader powers. So if you shoot a teleport pad at a Covenant leader, that leader won't be able to teleport units to them, and he won't be able to teleport the leader back to the base. So that's the thing. But here's something you probably didn't know, that the Disruption pad also has the same effect, only better, if you shoot it at your opponent's teleport pad. Now, like imagine if you're the UNSC and I'm the Covenant, we're playing against each other, okay? And I'm attacking your base, and you don't want me to be able to teleport units to you. You can send like a really fast unit, like a Warthog, over to my base, and then throw a Disruption Bomb at the teleport pad, and that is way better than throwing a Disruption Bomb at the leader itself. Because if you shoot the bomb at the leader can just move out of the way and just move out of the vicinity, and the leader can simply, continue teleporting like normally. But if you shoot it at the teleport pad itself, there's nothing we can do about that. So that's invaluable, especially if it's like during the beginning of the game and your opponent only has one base. Shoot a Disruption Bomb at the teleport pad, stops him from teleporting, and the Disruption the bomb lasts quite a bit of time before it disappears. So, and the thing is, I don't really like to talk about that little tidbit of information because I like to keep that all to myself. I don't want my opponents using Disruption Bombs on me. But in keeping with the spirit of the YouTube channel, hints, tips, tricks, there you go. And that's a tip for you in case you didn't know it already. A lot of people don't know about that. They fire Disruption Bombs at the leader, not knowing that fire it at the teleport pad is way better. So, anyway, Covenant. In case you're unfamiliar with the characters, these are it. You have a choice of 6 characters in this game. 6 leaders to play as. You can play as Captain Cutter, Sergeant Forge, Professor Anders. Those 3 on the UNSC side. And then on the Covenant side, you got 3 choices. You got Arbiter, Brute Chieftain, and Prophet of Regret. Now, they are a little bit different from each other. The ones on the UNSC side are more like each other. The one on the Covenant side are more like each other. But individually, there are noticeable differences, depending on your playstyle, depending on what you want to do. There's a lot of differences. Neither one is... I don't think any of them are overpowered. I mean, Professor Anders used to be overpowered as this one. She has a special bonus where all her unit upgrades are half price and research in half the time. Well, that's actually not true anymore. It used to be that way. Like, you know, it was only half price to upgrade a supply pad into a heavy supply pad. It was only half price to upgrade the reactor into a double reactor. And, you know, it got to the point where Professor Anders was overpowered. So they nerfed her powers a little bit many years ago, and so now she's not as powerful as she was before. So she still gets discounts. Not all of the discounts are exactly half, and but anyway, she used to be overpowered, but not anymore. So I don't really think any of these characters are overpowered, which is nice because it creates a great balance. So that there's no such thing as a universally unbeatable strategy. Every strategy has weaknesses and strengths, and something like that. But I like being the Covenant mainly because of teleportation and all the different unit selection that they have. But the Brute Chieftain especially, I love the Brute Chieftain because there's several reasons. I'm going to save the best for last. One of the reasons why I love the Brute Chieftain is because of the Brute Chopper. Brute Chopper has, well, the leader himself. Before I talk about the Chopper, I'm talking about the leader himself. Brute Chieftain. The Chieftain himself has more HP and does more damage than any other Covenant leader, which is great because that means that he can take a lot more hits before he dies. So he's great if you wanna take a base early in the game, build another base. So he's great for that. He's also kind of fast. He's about average speed. The Brute Chieftain is faster than the Prophet of Regret, but he's not as fast as the Arbiter. But the Brute Chieftain is still faster than any other infantry unit, except for the Arbiter. Arbiter is the only infantry unit that's faster than the Chieftain. So the Chiefs can run around the map pretty quickly. The Brutes. Brute Chieftain gets Brutes and Brute Chopper as their unique unit. The Brute Chopper is really cool. It's slower. It has a slower movement speed than the Ghost and the Warthog, but I love the Chopper because it does more damage and has higher HP than both of them. Brute Chieftain is about heavy units. I kind of like it's almost like you compare the Brute Chieftain and compare him to Sergeant Forge, because Sergeant Forge is about heavy units as well. But Brute Chieftain, the Brute Chopper can take a lot more damage, and so I like using the chopper to ram into my opponent's Warthogs and kill them. But anyway, Chopper. But the real reason I like the Brute Chieftain is the most important reason of all. Most important reason why I like the Brute Chieftain is because of the stun ability. The stun is amazing. The stun ability is absolutely amazing. The Brute Chieftain starts out with no abilities, but you can level them up. First one is the Birthright ability. You can do that right at the start. Birthright. Costs 400 supplies, but it's worth it. It really is worth it. The stun ability is absolutely amazing. Once you get that ability, the Brute Chieftain will be able to stun any enemy by once he hits him with his hammer, they'll be stunned for like 2 or 3 seconds. It's not very long, but it's just long enough for the Chieftain to hit him again with the hammer. Which means that if you take any unit, as long as the Chieftain can hit him with the hammer, and as long as that unit is not immune to stuns, then the Brute Chieftain can just keep that unit stunned the entire time until that unit dies. Pretty much. Brute Chieftain is amazing, especially against vehicles. This tactic is especially useful against vehicles like Grizzlies, tanks. You get a Brute Chieftain, like if you have like a Grizzly versus a Chieftain, Chieftain will win. Nah, because the Chieftain can just keep him stunned the entire time, and He is a melee fighter, so he does need to be right next to his enemies in order to hit them. But he makes up for that with his next ability that comes right after Birthright. It's the one that allows you to pull. The Chieftain will automatically pull enemies to him when his hammer is charged up, which is amazing. Which pretty much eliminates the possibility of kiting. So, like, some people like to use Warthogs to kite the Chieftain, or they may want to use Scorpion tanks to kite the Chieftain. They won't be able to do that once the Chieftain gets to level 2. So Chieftain is amazing. The Vortex is awesome. I love the Vortex. I like the Vortex better than I like the Cleansing Beam. The Vortex is bigger, it's wider, it covers a wider area. And it's a lot better for killing Warthogs. Especially if your opponent tries to Warthog rush you, which people have been doing a lot of. The other unique unit that the Brute Chieftain has is the Brute. And I don't like Brutes. I don't usually make Brutes. Thing about Brutes, they can do a lot of damage if they can hit their target. Problem with Brutes is they have very low accuracy, very bad accuracy. Even if you put a Brute in cover, which cover is supposed to increase an infantry's accuracy, it doesn't increase the accuracy by that much. It's still pretty bad aim. And Brutes take so long to build. They take like a whole I think they take a whole 30 seconds to build. And they cost 150 supplies. So a lot of times it's not worth it to try to build a Brute, because they just their accuracy is so bad it's not worth it. If their accuracy was a little bit better, it might be pretty cool, but it's not worth it. Anyway, I'm gonna be the Chieftain. Oh, the other thing about some of the other units, some of the other leaders, the UNSC is pretty cool. They have a lot of bonuses. Like, if you look, they have a unique units, they have a bunch of leader powers, they have a whole bunch of bonuses, and the Covenant side doesn't really have all of that stuff. So sometimes it looks like the UNSC side is better than Covenant, but the Covenant side has other things to make up for their lack of stuff. So, I mean, there's pros and cons on each side, and I can probably make a video outlining all the pros and cons of each side, but overall I choose Covenant. I like it better suits my playstyle, and so the only thing is, though, if you have a match that's Covenant versus Covenant, I really don't like that. I like playing as Covenant, but I really don't want other people to play as Covenant, because Covenant versus Covenant matches are pretty terrible. Sometimes it's usually not even worth playing, because usually with Covenant, it usually boils down to who can create the most jackals, and whichever team makes the most jackals wins. Which is terrible. I don't like that. So, yeah, I hate those mirror matchup things with Covenant versus Covenant. But, I don't know. So I'm gonna try this. I don't know if I'm gonna win. Hopefully I'll win. Also, the thing is, I should probably talk about my strategy. My strategy is counter units. That's it. Simple, easy to remember. I really don't waste my time building anything other than jackals, hunters, or vampires. And that's it. I like doing counter units. And, I really don't build anything other than that. Maybe near the end of the game, I sometimes build locusts to attack my opponent's base, but usually I just stick with jackals, hunters, vampires until I start to attack my opponent's base, and then maybe I make grunts and brutes. But yeah, I never make wraiths. I make 2 engineers, 2 or so engineers, 1 or 2 engineers. For scouting, I don't use the chopper, the brute chopper. I mean, I use the brute chopper at the beginning of the game because it's all I have. But if the chopper dies, I don't build another chopper. What I do is I make a banshee, and I do all my scouting with banshees. Banshees are a lot faster than choppers. super fast if you give them the boost upgrade. They're super fast. They move around the map super quickly, and they don't take very long to build, and they're pretty cheap. They only cost 200 supplies to build. They're pretty cheap. And the Banshee also goes along with the Vampire, and so I already have a summit anyway, and so because of my vampires, and so I'm gonna Tundra. I don't really like the Tundra map. Well, I kind of do and I kind of don't. A good thing about the Tundra map is it doesn't have all that extra stuff. It doesn't have reactors, and it doesn't have secondary reactors, and it doesn't have secondary supply pads. What's going on? Oh, it doesn't have secondary supply pads and stuff. So it's kind of a laid-back game. The only thing it has is it has a cover, and it has base sites that already have buildings on them. So it's a pretty laid-back game. So the thing is about Tundra, what I really like doing with Tundra, I like going right next to my opponent's base and building a
enemy engagement. Rolling.
I destroy the rebel base right here. I destroy that rebel base, and I make a...
Lead us. Why not? What now? Ready to go.
Build a base there. Oh yeah, temple first.
Warehouse
temple,
complete.
warehouse,
Moving.
temple, warehouse, hall. That's the order in which I build my buildings. Temple, warehouse, hall. I build the temple first. Some people say that they like to do the warehouse first because they like to get
Yes. You got it. Tell me where.
supplies, but I say that you can actually get supplies a lot faster if you build the temple first. And the reason why is because
Local units. Point me at 'em.
the reason why is because the chieftain
Going.
the chieftain can get supplies a lot faster than the warehouse can, and he also suck up the supplies a lot faster than the chopper, the brute chopper does. The scouting units.
What now?
Chieftain is really fast. So
Complete. Defense
what the
gauntlet.
heck?
Research.
Oh, I shouldn't have did that. Is that thing done? Oh. I don't know what's happening here. He's building 2 reactors.
Ready. One. Rolling.
He hasn't gotten... He's got a noob. He's kind of a noob. I don't know. Maybe I won't upload this onto YouTube because it's kind of an unfair game because he's a noob. So I'm obviously going to win, but I'll just take this opportunity to talk about my strategy and play style.
About time. Warehouse upgraded.
Yeah, he's a total noob. Or maybe not a noob, but he's a noob.
Tell me where.
But I build the temple first.
Local units. On my way.
And then I like to
Rolling out.
build a warehouse and then a hall. And the reason why I build a hall instead of any of the other unit buildings is because
Lead us. Where to? On my way. Of course. You got it. Running.
the hall is the hall has the most number of counter units. It has both jackals and hunters.
Got it.
So I got 2 of the 3 bases covered. So if my opponent starts building
Moving. Rolling out. I'll do it. What? As you wish.
if my opponent starts building
Easy enough.
what are those things called? If my opponent starts building infantry or vehicles, then I can already just make jackals and
Rolling.
hunters. The only thing I don't have Dang, I haven't been paying attention. See, I knew this was a bad idea in the first place. Throwing off my concentration, trying to talk and play at the same time. Okay. I really am gonna try this. What's he doing? Oh, an air pad.
Age of Doubt.
Okay.
Research.
And a barracks?
Citadel upgrade complete.
Air pad and barracks. Okay. I am going to destroy this building. What the heck was that?
Ready to go. On my way.
Did I destroy something? I don't know. Okay.
Ready. What do you want? Going.
Warehouse upgrade.
So now he's making a
Enemy engagement.
Want.
he's making an air pad, so I'm gonna have to do the summit. And I'm gonna have to do a shield generator because if there's a chance that he's going to fly his aircraft directly over to my base. I need to make sure that doesn't happen.
Local unit.
Point me at them.
Local units.
What do you want?
Shield generator complete.
Am I gonna die? Dang it. I died. How the heck did that happen?
What now?
Local units. Enemy engagement. Local units.
On it. Moving. I'm here. Let's move.
Okay. I should have been watching. I should have been paying attention, but I wasn't. Okay. No, we're dealing with that. I'm gonna do beam
Tell
rifle.
me where. Of course.
I'm gonna do beam rifle.
Vampire loaded up. Here. Yes.
Oh my god. Okay. That was kind of embarrassing. That wouldn't have happened if I was paying attention. This is what happens when you try to talk and play at the same time. Okay. I learned my lesson this time. Okay.
All units.
Rolling out. I'll do it.
Beam rifle research.
Rolling.
Okay, and I'm also gonna do inheritance.
Point me at them.
Just in case something happens.
You got it.
Okay. I'm gonna take this base.
Ready.
He has a bunch of oh dang, there's a vehicle depot. Well,
Inheritance
I
research.
shouldn't have made all of those things, but that's fine. Vehicle depot will be just fine.
Yes.
Bonded shield. I'll do bonded shield. Vehicle depot. As long as I have the Chieftain, I don't have to worry about getting invaded
What now?
by tanks.
Going.
Bonded shield research.
Okay, I want him to know that my base is here. That way he can start trying to attack it.
Outpost ready.
I'll use this as bait.
What do you want?
Whoops.
Yes. About time. Rally to
Shield generator complete.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna do this now. Good. Good, good, good. Everything's going swimmingly. Definitely gonna win this, but, okay, now, I need to protect against the possibility of a tank attack. So, I need to get my chieftain out there. I'm gonna upgrade this to birthright. Isn't that what the first one is called?
Warehouse complete.
First one? I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, okay. Read that. So that way, if a tank comes, the chieftain will be able to just pull the tank, and it'll be a problem. I also need to scout my opponent's base because he's being kind of tricky. He built an air pad at first, but then he disabled his air pad. Now he has a vehicle depot. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's just a noob and he just doesn't know what's going on. But I need to prepare for the possibility that he's not a noob. Maybe he didn't think that my jackals had the beam rifle ability. Maybe that's... Whoops.
Upgrade complete.
what do you want?
Maybe that's why he sent his 3 Spartans over there. In that case, I'll build a turret too. 2 can play at that game.
All
Okay.
units.
Boosters on.
Use my
Warehouse
boost.
upgrade.
Hopefully I can get over there fast enough.
Enemy engagement.
With the Banshee dies.
Boost engaged.
Okay.
Point me at him.
Aw, dang it.
Warehouse complete.
Should I build another warehouse? Or no? I suppose I can try it.
Engineer ready.
He didn't really start building anything, did he? Or is he building stuff out of his barracks? I didn't catch what he was doing. But I got a few, whoa, 3 stars. Pretty cool, okay. I got a few jackals. I'm gonna sit here. And the reason why I'm not gonna move is because I can't leave this base undefended. Plus, I want to make sure that I heal up my chieftain before I go exploring. If I want to get other bases. This thing in the middle is kind of useless.
Complete.
This mega turret. It's okay if you're not too preoccupied that you can handle it. Okay, there you go.
What? Where to?
I'm gonna do State of Grace so we can move this, speed this along a little bit faster.
Yes.
I don't think I need this vampire anymore, so I'm gonna use this to scout.
Moving there.
Did he lock his base? Why doesn't anyone ever lock their base?
We're going.
Oh, dang. Look at all of those. Oh, dang it. I didn't expect that. I didn't see that coming.
What?
I did not see that coming.
Local units.
Did he get him?
Base under
Nope,
attack.
nope, nope. He's dead. Okay.
Local units.
Which one is the next?
State of Grace research.
They're attacking my base. They're not trying to attack my units.
Complete.
Yeah, I think he's definitely a noob. What about that one? Look at this.
Local units. Turret improved.
Okay. There we are. Oh, excuse me. Forgot to press mute. Okay. That was surprising. I did not expect him to make a whole bunch of warthogs. I thought he was going to make vehicles or infantry. Okay, it's safe to bring the engineer back, and I'm gonna make another engineer while I'm at it. I'm gonna make a couple more engineers, okay. I don't need that. But what I do need, upgrade to, hunter status, get my hunter over here. And I suppose it wouldn't hurt to upgrade medium turret. 80.
Engineer ready.
What do you want?
He has 80 points. I think that's because he killed those jackals. But just in case, what I need to do is scout the other bases to see if he's over there. Yeah, I could kill him easily right now. All I have to do is make a couple of locusts, and then his base is dead. But I'll make the game last a little bit longer than that. Probably quit the game as soon as he saw that. So I'm gonna make it last a little bit longer. What do we have here?
Citadel upgrade complete. Warehouse upgraded. All units.
Boosters
Warehouse upgraded.
ready.
Local units.
Okay, that one. Let's check this.
On station.
Let's make a factory just in case. We're gonna end this game eventually anyway, I suppose.
All units. Enemy engagement.
At maximum.
Did he die? Yeah, he died.
All units.
No, he didn't die. He's here. Okay. So...
Ready.
Factory complete. All units.
Boost engaged.
let's see what he's doing here.
Enemy engagement.
Wow.
Boosters activated. Where to?
Upgrade, and then I'm gonna do... I do assault beam. I love assault beam. It looks cool.
All units. Warehouse complete.
Did I upgrade my turrets? I did. I could do large turret, I suppose.
Age of Reclamation. Research.
But I don't need to. I'll do that. This one will be fuel rod. Should build something here, maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'll try it. Just in casey.
Turret improved.
My brutes are unupgraded. I could upgrade them. Oh, no. Looks like we're fighting first.
units.
Oh, and the Jack will be able to take care of the Spartans.
Turret complete.
Pretty cool. See that? This is why I love the Chieftain. All he has to do is just sit there. The only thing he can do is sit there while I stun him. That is amazing. Oh, and he resigned. I was hoping the game would go on a little bit longer than that, but yep. There it is. He's a noob. Okay. Maybe I'll do one more game. It was 35 minutes long. Okay, cool. So, that was a cool game. I don't know if I'm supposed to give some sort of critique. I mean, here's the thing. Okay, so what happened is he was making a pretty good move with making the 3 Spartans. But once he saw, that's why I wanted him to. I used my Chieftain to lure the Spartans over to my base so I can get him to see my base. Because I wanted him to attack my base early, because I knew he would fail if he attacked my base too early. I was using it as bait, trying to lure him over there. So his 3 Spartans were okay, but what he should have done was stuck to the plan and made his vehicles either make actual vehicles or make vehicles or aircraft, and then put his Spartans inside of those. I mean, he still probably would have lost because it took him a while to do that, but in fact, you don't even need tech level 2 in order to make Spartans. So what he should have did, instead of making two reactors at the start of the game, he should have just built 1 reactor, a bunch of supply pads so he can collect supplies, and then build another reactor after he collected enough supplies, you know, to up. Can you upgrade a Spartans at tech level 1? Not sure. I think you can, but I'm not sure. But if he upgraded his Spartans at that time, he could have did that, and then while the Spartans were upgrading, build another reactor, and then after that, build a unit building. So he should have just stuck to the plan. I mean, I don't know if he could have known that my jackals were beam rifle jackals. Maybe. But, yeah, he spent a lot of money upgrading his base and building turrets, and I wasn't really planning on attacking. And even if I was planning on attacking his base, the turrets wouldn't have been a problem, because what would have happened is I would have used my vehicle depot right here, the factory. I would have used the factory to create locusts, and I would attack the building from all the way back there, and I would obviously attack the turrets first, so the turrets wouldn't have helped. What did he build? Railguns? Really? What build railguns for? I didn't even build any vehicles. Anyway. You should have built flame mortars. That would have been a little bit more effective, but not really, because I would have crushed him with my locusts. Another thing he failed to do was scout my base. I don't think he scouted my base at all the entire time. So I don't know what he's doing. A lot of people, especially new people, they never scout their opponent's base. I keep trying to tell people, scout your base, scout your base. Scout your opponent's base. He's scouting all the time. You really don't know what's going on unless your unit can see it. But, yeah, that was that. I'm going to try to play one more game. I know we're going on 40 minutes here for the video, but hopefully it won't be that bad. Hopefully maybe we'll play against someone a little bit more experienced. That game was kind of weird, but at least it gave me an opportunity to talk about my playstyle, Ren Siam. Okay, so as soon as the game starts, I'll build a temple, and then I'm going to use my chopper to create supplies. Then I'm going to queue up a warehouse. After the temple is done, I'm going to build a hall. I'm going to queue up a hall, I should say.
All units.
Oops, this way. I need to go this way.
Local unit.
She's Professor Anders, but she's only 1 star. Now there's a couple explanations, possible explanations. Either she's a noob, or she's 1 star because she does rushes all the time. And of course, when you rush, you attack early, so you don't get a chance to build up a lot of points. The way you rank up in this game is you get points.
Leader temple complete.
So if you play a game in which you get a lot of points, you can rank up faster.
Got it.
But if she warthog rushes all the time, she's not going to be a very high rank unless she's played a ton of games. I don't think that's the case. I think she warthog rushes. So we're gonna assume that she warthog rushes at least until I get over there. If I have any reason to believe that she has more than 1 warthog,
Complete.
or if by the time I scout her base, if she has
All units.
a reactor, if she has a reactor on her base, she's probably gonna warthog rush.
Warehouse upgraded. Of course.
Ready to roll, yes.
She didn't get these. She's probably a noob. If she was a warthog, if she was a, oh dang it, man, she has all those.
Point me out.
Oh dang it! Look at all those warthogs she has. She's gonna rush, man. She's definitely gonna rush. She's a noob, but she's gonna rush. Oh my god, she is gonna rush. Okay. So,
What do you
people who play as Professor Anders usually rush. That's usually what they do. That's really the only good thing to do with Professor Anders is Warthog Rush. So, if you see somebody playing as Professor Anders, you should assume that they're gonna rush. Hope for the best, plan for the worst. That's my favorite phrase. Hope for the best, plan for the worst.
rolling out. Ready.
She's probably gonna Warthog Rush, so I'm gonna get ready for that. That's why I built this thing here. I built it in between my hall and my temple.
Warehouse complete.
Because, oh dang it.
On my way.
I built it in between my hall and my temple because if she's at least a, what the heck? I'm getting lag. If she's a fairly competent player, she's gonna go for either my hall or my temple. So I was just building my, what the heck? Okay, that one didn't count. Okay, but if she did try to attack with those warthogs, she would've. If she did try to attack with those warthogs, she would've failed because I got a turret right there. Just build the turret in between the. I like to build the turret on opposite corners of the base. So one on the front left and one on the back right. So the turrets are on opposite corners. So I got all areas covered by turrets. Anyway, okay, so that one didn't count. This is gonna be my last game, and then I'm gonna end the video. Where are we on? 43 minutes? Okay. Blood River. That's a pretty cool map, but the thing is, was way too much stuff on it. It can get a little difficult to tell what's going on. Okay, what do we got? Oh, dang it. Another Professor Anders.
Yes.
Hopefully,
Local units.
I'll be able to do that. This patch of supplies, I'm saving it for the Chieftain. So Chieftain has fast access to a lot of supplies. I could queue up a hole now, but it's not necessary. Okay. As soon as the Chieftain spawns in, spam the
All set.
supplies. Oh, dang it. She's probably going to rush.
Local units.
She's at one of those eagle ranks like me, so
Of course, on my way.
I don't know what those ranks are actually called. I just call it like eagle rank or something, but
Of course.
really? Supplies right there?
What now?
Warehouse complete. You are victorious.
What the heck? What the heck she resigned for? Anything over there? Anything over there? What the heck? Oh, she didn't even start. She must have been AFK, away from keyboard. She must have been went in the bathroom or something and then came back. I say she because they're playing as Professor Anders. Even though I know it is in real life is probably a guy, but we're going off the game. Okay. This, for real, will be the last game in the video. Because the last two didn't count. So we're going to do the last one. I don't want this video to get too long, otherwise it's going to scare people. They'll see the video listed on my list of videos and think, oh, an hour-long video, I don't want to watch that. So, yeah, I try to keep the video short, because if it's too long, it scares people. People are scared of hour-long videos. So, how am I going to watch an hour-long video? Okay. Condi 05. I don't know. Perth outskirts. This is one of those maps you really have to be scouting because your opponent might try to build a base on one of the empty base sites. I would recommend that you don't do that. If you're playing... Oh, it's Cubby versus Cubby. If you're playing, I would recommend that you do not build a base on one of the empty base sites because it's way too easy for someone to come and knock it down, like me. Which is what I'm going to do if it turns out that he's building a... If it turns out that he's building a building right there. I sneezed, by the way. I try to mute my mic when
Leader temple complete.
I have to sneeze, so otherwise it's really loud. Okay. No, this one.
I'll do it. On
Move my
way.
chopper over there so I can see what's going on. If he's trying to build a building over there, I'll know.
Yeah, going. Lead us. Yes.
No, he's not building a building over there. Okay. That's a relief, because if he was, I would have to start building brutes, and then...
Ready.
I'd have to destroy that base.
Ready.
And I'm gonna have to destroy this.
Out of resources. Power terminate. Warehouse upgraded. Out of resources. Power terminate. Out of resources.
Yay,
Power
okay.
terminate.
There we go. Now he won't be able to...
Yes. Ready to roll. Rolling out. Yeah, you tell me where.
Hall complete.
Where to?
Now he won't be able to scout me. Dang it, he already ate that one already. Okay, let's go over and get that
Moving.
reactor.
All units.
First thing we done is just get rid of that bear.
Why not?
Coming up the whole project. Dash it all, he's the project. I'm gonna make 2 jackals. Lock my base.
Enemy engagement.
Ready to roll.
Don't know what my opponent is doing. I didn't know he was the brute chieftain. Oh, dang. He might be trying to rush me.
All units.
He's... Oh, I went to the wrong one. Wrong one.
Enemy engagement.
He's trying to get this one. I'm gonna have to take that from him.
Tell me
What
where.
the heck is
On
that?
it.
He might be trying to rush me. I'm gonna
Of
have to...
course.
I'm gonna have to get those supplies eventually, but...
Where to?
I thought he was gonna rush me, but he's not. Okay.
The Adam. Where to?
Does he have... What the heck?
Enemy engagement.
Thought he was...
What now?
Warehouse complete.
Engines running.
Reactor plane. Defense gauntlet. Research.
Where to? What now? Yes.
I don't know what my opponent is doing. What's he doing over there?
Warehouse.
No, let's
upgraded.
see here. He has a haul, so I'm gonna have to do beam rifle. I'm getting hungry. I didn't eat anything yet today. Okay. I think he's trying to destroy this thing for some reason. I have no idea why, but...
Point me at him.
Enemy engagement.
This guy's 1 star. I'm going to keep him back here until the beam rifle is ready. It's still cooking. It's almost done. Unlocked.
Warehouse
Okay, good.
upgraded.
What do you want?
Beam rifle research.
I'm going to kite him a little bit.
Good is done. Race to the kill. About
Local units.
what now, kid? Ready. Easy enough. Point me at him. Good.
Oh, and he's a star. That's part of the reason why he's doing so much damage.
Local units.
Where to? Going east. Of course. About time. As you wish.
Inheritance research.
Yay, we killed him.
Local
Okay,
units. Local units.
we killed him, I think. Did we?
All units.
Not sure.
Ready.
Local units.
I don't know what his problem was. I don't know why he spent all those time and resources destroying this base when he could have destroyed the other base up there. I don't know, man. He could have just built a base on that empty base site. I don't know what he's wasting his time destroying an existing base when there's already an empty base site up top. I don't know what he's doing, but anyway. So that's it. Maybe I'll make some more Halo Wars videos later, but I need to work on. I'm coming out with another sweepstakes. Dark Souls 2 is coming out on March 11th, and so I'm coming out with another sweepstakes. Hopefully, I'll upload it today. I'm giving away a $5 Amazon.com gift card, so be watching out for that. I think I'm going to upload it today. If not today, then it's going to be tomorrow. And I'm gonna make a whole bunch of Dark Souls 2 videos and stuff like that on March 11th. I'm still gonna try to make as many Fable anniversary videos as I can. I kind of got distracted because I love Halo Wars. I was just starting to make Fable anniversary videos and then I got distracted. But I'll still do it. I promise. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I have some more Halo videos. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure that you please like and subscribe.